You ready, Mr. Petway?
Yes. 36th District Court is back in session with the Honorable Raeigen Evans presiding. While course in session, there's no reading, walking, talking, smoking, or driving. When your name is called, please give your full and undivided attention to the court. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Petway. This is the People versus Colette. I know I'm pronouncing it, I'm mispronouncing it, but it's Diacono. Ticket number Z808341. Count 1, operating while visibly impaired. We're here for kind of a continuation of a probation violation. Good morning. Please say your names for the record, starting with Probation Officer Bumpus.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Lori Bumpus on behalf of the Probation Department.
Morning, Your Honor. Ali Barrow appearing on behalf of Ms. Diacono. Sorry. Ma'am, state your name for the record, please.
Call it Diacono.
Thank you.
All right, so we've kind of had some conversations off the record as to, I guess, what to do with Ms. Diacono. The court is in receipt of a positive drug screen of cocaine that is dated today. And I know that Officer Bumpus indicates that there have been previous positive cocaine screens. So I'll let Officer Bumpus go ahead and start.
Yes, Your Honor. Since our last review, Mr. Diacono has tested positive for cocaine on January 29th and on December 13th. Your Honor, the court did order that she submit to drug screening weekly. Since our last court date, she's missed 13 screenings. The court also ordered that she attend treatment as ordered. At the last hearing, she did provide proof of being scheduled for treatment, and that was scheduled in December. However, we have not received any proof of her attending her treatment, and we've also not received updated proof of her attending AA as well. And as stated, Your Honor, she did submit to drug screening today, and she is positive for cocaine.
Mr. Barrow.
I'm sorry. Your Honor. Yes. I had a brief discussion with Ms. Diacono. I'm kind of in a tough situation here. Considering her situation, I really want this to be a fragile approach. She is going through cancer treatment. She's indicated she's had surgeries in the past recently, and she's having one more that's coming up. She did indicate that she's concluding her cancer treatments in April, and that really her life has been focused on ridding this cancer. While I understand the probation's position, I understand that she's missed these screenings. I understand that, you know, that this substance, cocaine, has been found in her system twice. And Ms. Diacono understands that as well. She's adamant that she has not indulged in cocaine. She's adamant that she's never done it, that this is coming from her cancer treatment medication. So I asked Ms. Diacono to get a physician to write up some type of report. I mean, I understand it's her word against these lab results, and I told her lab results are more convincing. If she can get a physician to testify to this and let the physician make that determination, and if what she's saying is false, then at the court's discretion. But if the physician does have some type of indication that the substance could be found from her medication, then I believe the court should really take that into consideration and just simply allow Ms. Diacono to continue her treatment for her life-threatening disease. So essentially, we're just asking the court to allow her to get this physician report.
Well, I mean, the biggest concern is it's not like just one positive cocaine screen.
I got that, Your Honor.
numerous.
I got this since I started chemo, yes. My very first drug test that I had to do for Miss Bumpus was clean. No cocaine in it at all. The marijuana, yes, but I got my card for that because I use that for pain.
We understand,
But the first one, no cocaine. So why would, after chemo, there be?
because here's the thing, Mr. Yakino. It looks like you're using cocaine.
I know it does. I understand it. I totally understand it, but I'm not using cocaine. I am not using cocaine. And I see my surgeon tomorrow to get the stitches out, and I will have him write something up for it. That's all I can do. All I know is I know what I am not doing, and I am not doing cocaine. I'm not gonna admit to do it. I'm not gonna be like, she always tells me, admit it, you did it, you're lying to me, you know, and I don't, no, I get upset every time I talk to her, my blood pressure goes up. It's not good for me right now, none of this. And I get that, you know, I'm not trying to run away from my responsibility, not at all. You see, I'm here, I've been on Zoom, I've been doing,
Well, what about all the miscreants?
I'm going sick or no ride. And then I have made up a lot of them, you know, going in where it cost me double the amount. Then I gotta pay to have the lab work done. And I can't afford that either. I can't afford once a week to go. I'm on a disability. And that's 40, 60 bucks or 40, 80 bucks right there. I can't do that every week. I can't. How am I gonna live?
Your Honor, if I may, marijuana is not free. Cocaine is not free. I'd also like to bring to the court's attention that during her substance abuse assessment, she did report, that she has, used cocaine.
When I was in my 30s, Your Honor, 30s, I'm 62 now. 30s.
Your Honor,
I guess, I mean, the concern is you have a history of it. And I know you're vehemently denying it.
Because I'm not doing it, Your Honor. If I was doing it, I would have said, yes, yes, and take that punishment.
The drug screens keep saying that you are.
I know, I
Go
guess
ahead,
I,
Mr. Barrow.
I guess in essence, just we come across a lot of defendants who are adamant about their position. And if I'm just speaking this frankly, I'd rather be fooled than to punish Ms. DeJacino for something that she's adamant that she's not doing, right? And I understand the court's position, I understand the probation officer's position, and trying to rehabilitate Ms. DeJacino, but considering her circumstances, I just really want the court, and I asked the court to consider her circumstances. That's all it is.
The court is considering her circumstances. I did hear something about you'll be done with all your cancer treatments.
Hopefully.
In April.
hopefully by the end of April, I'll be done. I go tomorrow, get my stitches out, and we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do. This may just be radiation, I'm hoping. 'Cause this-
Radiation is just, you don't take any medicine.
Right, exactly. So I'm hoping that that's what that is radiation. I don't know. He may go in and do surgery. We have to discuss this when I get there. I don't know. All I know is he took almost half my lung out of this side. And there's a nice centimeter here. I just want to be cancer free and get back on with my life. That's all I want to do. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to run from this, from what I gotta be doing. What I did was wrong. I get that, but it was an isolated incident. And it's just taken like full blown now.
Outside of the marijuana positive screens and the cocaine positive screens, are there any other positive screens?
No,
I mean, except for when she doesn't do a screen that's deemed positive. So, yeah.
and this is her second drug drive.
The other one was 15 years ago, Your Honor. That's not even supposed to be brought up here.
Nevertheless, I mean, it is what it is.
But if you look at my record from then until now, I don't even got a parking ticket. Nothing. My driving record is clean.
And if I may, Your Honor, I did advise Ms. DeJacino to confirm where she is getting her medical marijuana, if it's from a store. I know there are instances where there is a lace of cocaine with marijuana.
Well, I would hope that if she has a medical marijuana card, she's getting it from
I have been lately, yes.
Right, exactly.
from reputable place.
A
Right.
Green Door, maybe that's not such a good place I should go. Maybe I should go to House of Dane. I don't know. I've just been going to Green Door. I'll switch off and go to House of Dane, see what happens there. Because I quit smoking because of my lungs. Okay, so I've been eating that. I quit smoking cigarettes. Kudos to me. You know, I quit all that. See, I can't do what I'm supposed to do.
What about the substance abuse services that you enrolled in December? Are you participating in that?
They tell me after talking to me that I don't need it. Honest to God, you don't need this.
Today,
Whoever I'm talking to on the phone.
at the facility?
Yes, ma'am. At the all well-being, yes, ma'am. And how can I go to something if they're telling me, no, you don't need this, this is not for you?
Well, I mean.
I mean, I talked to a psychiatrist and everything,
Well, here's the thing, I'm sure it's a part of the probationary requirement. Is it?
and they knew that.
It is, okay, so you gotta do it.
Okay, I'm not trying not to do it, honey.
Well,
I'm sorry.
you have to do that.
Yes, I get that. I understand that.
All right, so. I mean, this is, it's tough because of your age and worst case scenario, we don't wanna say, oh, well, you gotta do jail time because you're not compliant. No, we don't want that to happen.
I'm trying my best to be as compliant.
So what we'll do. I hope I don't regret this. We'll come back on. May 4th. Hopefully you should be done with all of your,
And I will have no cocaine in my
you
system
shouldn't,
whatsoever.
and
Nope.
if you do, then I'm ordering.
Then you put me in jail, Your Honor.
Well,
I will gladly go to jail if you find that in my system then.
either that or you'll go to inpatient, and if not, then.
I will be clean. I will be clean.
We'll do that, but you do need to do the outpatient.
Okay, and I know I gotta do the driver's responsibility. Okay.
As far as the screen, is she still supposed to,
However, often you order it.
what's your recommendation? So
We would recommend the weekly testing.
Judge, I'm not hearing it. I didn't hear Ms. Bumpers' remarks.
Hear me
The
that.
weekly testing.
She said weekly testing.
But what about my finances and I can't afford to do that every week?
Is there a way that how does that work if she can't afford it?
It's $40 to go in.
It's not for me.
Well, it's 20, but if I miss, and I have been
Well,
going
then don't
after, if I miss,
miss, don't miss.
I'm trying not to, but it's all about a ride, you know?
Yeah, don't miss. So
Okay.
we'll continue with that, the weekly testing.
Okay,
And like I said, we'll come back May 4th at 8:35.
okay.
Your Honor, if I may, if she fails to, continue testing on a weekly basis, if she again tests positive for cocaine, would you like for me to submit a violation?
But right now, it's
No,
in my
this-
system.
But it doesn't state.
Not cocaine.
Right, I understand that. I don't know how long it's, I have no clue on that.
You need to get some kind of proof. 'Cause
Okay, I go see the surgeon tomorrow and I will talk to him and I will be on the surgical ward. And I will get in touch with somebody that can do what I need them to do.
We'll just come back on May 4th.
Okay, 8:35, you want me to come in or Zoom?
What would you like?
I mean,
Come in.
Come in?
I think May 4th might be too long for us to wait for Mr. Jack.
Well, see, the thing is, because we're in no different position than we were a month ago or 2 months ago. And I honestly don't think anything's gonna change within the next month or so. And so, I guess my thinking is that if she's completely done with her cancer treatment, and if she's still testing positive for cocaine at that point, then we can work with something. But if she's saying that it has something to do with treatments, which, I mean, I know Ms. Officer Bumpus, you're not believing that And I'm having a hard time believing it, but I'm not a doctor, so I don't know.
Cancer testing is different than regular testing. Because I think they just look for
Yeah,
different,
no.
right here.
No, we're,
I mean, I've had cancer and I never tested positive for cocaine, so, but I didn't have lung cancer, so.
Your Honor, I'm just trying to figure out what the court would want me to do. Because it seems as though, like you said, she's gonna continue testing positive. I just wanna know if you want me to submit another violation, if she continues to test positive. If she fails to attend outpatient, should I submit a violation?
why don't we hold an inpatient treatment in advance or some type of,
Well, she needs to do the outpatient, but I mean,
Wow.
I want her to finish her treatment, her cancer treatment right now. That's what I would like. her to do
Right.
that. And then, and so, no, we still have I guess we still have the open violation, so let's just wait for her to finish her cancer treatment and then we'll see. So if she tests positive, just let the court know. If she doesn't do the outpatient, then when we come back on May 4th, it'll be, I guess we will have a violation with their private. Probably not what you want to hear, but that's what we are. Right?
I respect your decision.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm sorry it caused such drama here.
About the drama, we're just doing our job.
I know that, I understand that, really I do.
I mean, we're concerned about you.
If I had a drug problem, I would have done it with her and say, yeah.
I'll
book
be
me.
honest, I believe you have a drug problem.
Well, okay.
I think it's weird that.
I'm going to Dr. Mom, I have something wrote up, I swear I am. It's
Okay.
got to do with what I'm taking, because the first drug test I did for the court was clean.
All right, so you're all set, so we'll see you